Okay. I felt we came ready to play right from the start. Energy was good. I loved the way we scored early and often and fast. It just happened so fast. And then throughout, just a good dose of scoring throughout the game. Got a chance to put in a lot of different players who stepped up big. Quincy Lilio, big play out in the outfield. Obviously, Grace Lyons is a magician at shortstop. Sophia made a really good play behind the plate, throwing out a runner with the ball in the dirt. Alex set a great tone for us. You're looking at Alyssa Brito, who just kind of opened up the game with that big hit as well. So the team was, I just felt a postseason energy that I'm really excited about. No, 100% not. We're not really paying attention to what anybody else is really doing.
For Alex and Alyssa, when we talked to Patty midweek, she talked about the turn from the regular season to the postseason. Just this team's attitude and approach to it. Did you feel a difference this week and today?
I mean, personally, I think, we're really just buying into having fun and, leaving it all on the field. And when you can see that, and I know, the fans see it, we see it from the dugout, we see it, up to bat on the bases, just letting that passion show. And I think when you feed off of that and you pass the bat and pass that energy, it really just builds off of each other and amounts to greatness.
Yeah. I think we're just hungry. This is the most fun that we can have all season. So I'm excited for the new ones to be able to experience that too. But a lot of hunger in the locker room for sure.
Patty, in terms of the approach today and when you guys started, what did you see in the last few days in preparation and mentality?
Well, they were in finals, so not a lot of, sometimes not a lot of energy, but we did try to keep it short for them. So we were trying to be really efficient with what we were doing, and they did a good job at it. I've had teams in the past who've had finals, and it was an absolute waste of time trying to have practice. So I guess we're also very intelligent because they're not studying all night long, So they've got it so going on in every way, shape, and form that we had good practices when these last couple of days.
Patty on one that didn't wound up resulting in an out, but Major League slide there.
Ooh, at home plate,
Yeah.
correct?
The swing slide.
Yeah, I mean, for her, I think she is a little bit surprising because she can run well and she has a good sense for base running. So it doesn't, I wasn't shocked by it. Certainly wish she was safe, but it was a good slide and a hustle play.
How do you come in transfer pitchers who done really well this season? Is that might happen? Obviously, Alex had a great start to this season today. Is there something about pitchers that you're looking for that you want to make sure they have to then be good in the postseason for you, or do you develop that every year to then get to this point and have success?
Yeah, well, a good example of Alex, she came to us very mature in her pitching. I mean, she's stood on the mound in some big situations postseason for Michigan. Just want to surround her with the feeling of what it feels like, at least in our program. So getting her on the mound to start was really important for us because I want her to understand the feeling. It could be a little bit different than what she's experienced, I'm not quite sure, but just giving her the ball early and letting her feel it and ride with it was important to us. So I'd say if we have anybody that's new to the program, we try to put them out there really early and let them understand the fan, how to deal with fans in the good way. I mean, it's always usually for us. So she handled it like a pro.
In that same vein, we had Kirsten Field come out and show out again today. But the last time she was here, it kind of seemed like she had a deer in the headlights. So how big was it for her to have that opportunity today in front of a crowd this size?
It's important, but I think she found that importance last weekend. In a hostile environment, she handled it. Certainly not like a freshman, so I was really proud of that. I was not bothered or concerned about anything that she would do today because of what she dealt with last weekend.
Alex, for you, after going through a really quick
Yeah, I felt like, I had a little bit of wild thing going on, so just letting it fly and kind of reeling it back in and, knowing, what I can do and then just letting my spin work, letting my defense work. And so, yeah.
Alyssa, what is it about this place, this stadium that just makes you kick into another gear?
The energy is just unreal from our fans, and I'm the type that like feeds a lot off of that. So I just love the environment that our fans create here, and it's just so special. So whenever I get to play here, I have a blast. So yeah.
I think you talk about the fast offensive start, but defensively, obviously, only one hit on the day, played two different pitchers, they didn't got anything going offensively. Just maybe how important from a defensive point of view is it to start like this?
Good, but that's the least of my worries. I mean, the defense is so solid. They're waiting. Grace Lyons is waiting for that big play, as is Brito, as is Jada, Boone, all the way around. They're waiting for an opportunity to make a big play. And what I really love too is that, I mean, we have a lead and you could just kind of sit back, but Q's laying out for ball. I mean, it was all over the field today, regardless of the score. From the moment the first pitch was thrown to the last, they were balling out there big time defensively.
For Alex and Alyssa both, so Grace Lyons had a great game, but she put up talk to me about what she's been like for you guys as a team captain and what she's been like for you this time.
She's just so consistent. She's a very level-headed person, and I think she never gets too high or too low. And it's a great characteristic for a captain because we always look to her in those moments. And then off the field, she's a great person. She's very vocal and bold about her faith, and I think that bleeds into everyone on this team. So with that, I think we're changed so much by her, just her presence and just like the feeling of the Holy Spirit working with her on the field. It's incredible. So.
Yeah, absolutely what Brito said.
Alex, we've talked before about having so many pitchers that allows you guys to stay fresh. How did you feel that today postseason compared to previous postseason runs when you put so many innings into the tank?
I mean, when you're able to, be able to have the support of the rest of the staff behind you when you're out there, you're pitching free, you're feeling free with the defense. But then, like, you come off the field smiling because the next girl has it for you, and I think that's so important, and why staffs are so important in this game nowadays. And so it's so exciting to see, Deal keep growing in this season, and I'm so excited to see where her career takes her as well. But just to see Jordy and her growth as well, it's so fun to, like, watch them grow. Nicole May, and it's just like that kind of love is so shared between all of us in the bullpen, and I think we really talk and emphasize that team within a team, and we're some of the closest girls on the team, and I love that about us and our support and our joy and our passion for what we love to do.
Can you take that and also release how that relationship expands into the catchers as well? You have several catchers on the team, 3, 4 catchers that have all taught you. How do you maintain that tightness while also having multiple people on the team?
That's a great question, honestly, because I feel like within the pitchers and the catchers, we have so many personalities within, Kinsey Hansen, Haley Lee, and Sophia Nugent, very 3 different people. But it's so fun to see how we combat each other with our personalities, with our humor, just easygoing and love for the game. So I think that all just, mixes up to a good recipe. So.
And you were mentioning you're going to be cautious with Kinsey. What developed for her to be back in line?
Her injury was not as bad as what everybody might have thought. Just wanted to keep her out of any kind of pressure or pounding by catching pitchers in the bullpen or anything like that. So that rest and that opportunities allowed her to play today. So we pulled her out just for no reason except making sure we're not going too far with it. But she's good to go, ready to go.
For Gasso, you said at the beginning of this, you guys got a chance for a lot of different girls and just to make plays. Was that kind of, I guess, planning going in there, just to get out of the early innings, so just to get the best?
Yeah, for me it is because it's important to feel this atmosphere and give those opportunities to those players. But they're also my future, and in not far from now, you're going to see a lot of people exiting because of graduation at one time, and I've got to get prepared for that. So as many opportunities I could give KD, Q, and the rest is important. It's important. So, and I want them to feel the opportunity around those who have been here as well, because they really push each other. So when Q's out there, if she's not laying out for that ball, somebody is going to say something to her, and she knows it. But Q has now developed that attitude that nobody needs, nobody is having to tell anybody anymore. They've all learned it quite early.
Coach, since you wanted to focus on the small ball part of the game for you all this year, how did you feel about the balance that you all had today? With most also having 6 feet.
Yeah, small ball was not needed today. I just let them swing. But I do. What I loved is, I think Brito's at bat with bases loaded. Everybody found their way on, and she just shoots the ball through the gap, and you just see that. That is, they love this word chaos, and it creates chaos. It's just constant movement, and we're moving. And so if it's not a short game, maybe it's a squeeze play, maybe it's a hit and run. We did call one that was fouled off. I mean, we just try to keep the pressure going. So when it's the right time, we'll be there.
What can you say about the latest we asked for 2 outs to 6 of 9 runs today, come with 2 outs? That seems to be a consistent theme for this season.
Yeah, I don't think they even know they're 2 outs. They just know that they want to get on base. I don't think they're going, okay, rally with 2. I don't think you're doing that cheer, right? We don't do that rally on 2 cheer. So they don't want to waste at bats. Everybody wants an opportunity to swing. And so if I come in and I get my chance, like Q, the big walk, I mean, those are things that they're trying to say, Coach Gasso, look at me, look what I did, look what I can do. And it goes on and on and on and on at practice, in games. So as long as they get a swing, and I think we talked about this against Oklahoma State, and that second game on Saturday. As long as we have one swing or one strike left, we are dangerous. And they know that. It's not like, okay, right. No, they know it. They know it. They believe it. And that's why you're seeing some of these comebacks as well.
Alyssa, just losing in the Big 12 championship game last year, is there any motivation for tomorrow just to close it out and get back on top?
No, it's always been the same goal, just to get another trophy and go out there and continue to do what we do every day. So we don't really look in the past. That's something that we've really taken a lot this year to focus on, is not looking in the rearview mirror and like looking ahead at what we have coming. And every game right now is important to set us up for June. So.